This is Dr. Nikki Zeigler in the studio live. I'm here live, y'all. Hanging out with some friends and conversating and doing these interviews and having a good Friday. Want to give a shout out to my spiritual daughter, Teresa Nash, is in the building with me. She actually here for real. She's watching the show. I have an audience today, y'all. I'm excited. Listen, if you have not registered yet for the Real Money Talk Summit, go right now to realmoneytalksummit.com. It's absolutely free. It's free. Since today's Free Friday, Free Yourself Friday, I'm excited. I got some amazing people that's coming down the pipeline all day today. I'm interviewing amazing, wealthy women. Come on, Joy. Wealthy women. So let's go ahead and bring in my new guest. Amazing. Hey, Joy.
Hey, Dr. Nikki. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored, girl. Listen, take it back old school.
Yes.
Some of your grandma say that.
I had somebody that's like blessed and highly favored, anointed. And you better go ahead, okay, and give me the
she said
anointed for such a time as this. I said you better run this intro, okay? Anointed and appointed. You understand?
Oh, you're a church girl. You know they say when they say that, girl, you be like, oh Lord, what's she about to say? Then they go into a hymn or a song. You're like, now you know you're gonna be doing all that. They did a whole benediction sermon and everything else. And you supposed to be just greeting the people, telling them welcome to the church.
Right. Right.
Benny did the whole thing. Hey, Coach Alicia George. Thank you so much, guys. She's looking for a business coach. Hey, here she is. Thank you for me looking beautiful. It's that favor. Good favor ain't fair.
It so ain't.
So, Joy, tell us who you are. This is her first time on my show, guys. It won't be her last. Tell the people who you are, what you got going on, and what you'll be speaking about tomorrow.
Hey, so my name is Joy Pittman. I'm a founder of HR for the Culture. We are an HR firm that is supporting Black-owned businesses, so Black business owners, and we're helping them hire the right people at the right time and the right way, with a focus on scale rather than growth, so we can hit those 7 and 8 and 9 and 10-figure goals. So that is what we do. I'm also the facilitator of the Build a Dope Team community on Facebook. And so that's our Facebook community. That's what we do. And so tomorrow we're going to be talking about just that. How do we build dope teams? What that means, what goes into that, and how do we do the work, not just on everybody else, but the work on ourselves to think about getting ready for what it looks like to make that transition from solo or from not so solo, but really not really effectively having a team to having the team you need to really help you build the business that you deserve to have.
What made you get into human resources?
I mean, this life chose me, okay? I didn't choose this life. So I actually started out in human resources about 18 years ago now. So I know I look 18. Agree with me or agree with me, okay? But I started out in this field. Actually, I was just looking for a secretarial job to get through school. Started HR managing benefits. Fell in love with it. Went through some life transitions without getting too much into it. Was working with a lot of individuals at that time who were dealing with a cancer battle. Was really happy about the fact that I was able to make that process easier for them by being able to help them manage like disability and all those things they need to go through. Life always prepares you for life. And so shortly after I was helping all these other people, my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. So we was able to navigate that journey. But I realized that I really enjoyed helping people with the strategic lens. And so I wasn't necessarily the warm and fuzzy HR person, but I was the HR person that got it done, right? I got people's stuff fixed, got their cases managed. And so I continued in the field of HR. When I decided that corporate, I had given enough of my life to corporate spaces. As a Black woman in this field, it was a lot. And so I decided to actually transition out and do something totally unrelated to HR. I was going to start an e-commerce brand, which I may still do, but I started doing the research around the success of Black women-owned businesses, trying to get myself ready for what that experience would look like for me to kind of leave the job, right, and go into building my own wealth. And some of the information that I got about our businesses, the average Black women-owned business, $24,000 a year, we've heard those numbers. And some of it was connected directly to lack of coaching, lack of funding, lack of mentorship. But one of the things that stuck out to me in one of the researches that I did was that we also stay in the solopreneur seat way too long. And so our ability to scale our businesses is thwarted or stunted by the fact that we don't start building teams and start trying to quadruple and 5x, 10x, right? What it is that we're doing. And the average business, if you stay in solopreneurship more than 3 to 5 years, it's more so that you will never get out of solopreneurship.
That is
around that. Mm-hmm.
I totally agree with that. For me, I'm not a solopreneur anymore. I actually got payroll now, and it feels good to have that payroll. It feels good to know that it's there for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's for you too. You got to reach up and grab it. Tasha Cobb, you better reach up and grab that thing. You better reach up and grab it. God wants you to have wealth. He wants you to be prosperous. He wants you to be healthy. He wants you to be about that life. But I always tell, even with the Herpreneur Network, I tell people, be around people who's doing what you're trying to do. Okay. What does that look like, Joy? That means be around people who got 10 to 15 staff on payroll and who meeting on payroll every week. You know what I'm saying? Is it easy? No, it ain't me, Ro. Listen, it ain't easy. But I do it because I know that's a mandate on my life to be greater, to want more. Well, I'm just doing this. I'm just doing this little thing here. This is my hobby. God said, no, that's your assignment.
Yeah.
We get come on now.
Yeah.
Don't make me go there. Feel a little hook on.
And to the point that you're making, for those that say this is my assignment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Team is how you nurture and ensure that the assignment can continue to flourish even on the days that you can't give everything to the assignment. Right. So we have to think about sustainability, whatever your approach is. If you're trying to build generational wealth, right? If you're trying to build legacy, if you're trying to follow out your God-given mandate, whatever path got you here, your responsibility to that is that it is sustainable enough to meet the goal. And you cannot sustain it by yourself. Jesus ain't trying to do what he did by himself. So while we out here trying to do what we trying to do,
as 12
contributors, right? He had 12.
He had 12.
And we then had disciples, right? His disciples had people that they discipled. So if we're not, what model are we following when we thinking we're gonna be out here being one-stop wonders? That's not how that works.
You got five or six different things you're trying to do it, and you know you can't do it all by yourself. That's what I call it a sabotaging spirit. Mm-hmm. When you're trying to do everything by yourself and you know you need manpower to help you pull the things off, that means you're sabotaging yourself, trying to do things that you know that you need help with. That's sabotaging. That's what you call self-sabotaging, because you can't live your full potential when you don't even want to. Well, I don't know if I can afford an assistant. Well, I don't know if I can do this, but you're struggling with what you already have. You know what I'm saying? Or you're probably making a whole lot of money, but you don't spread yourself so thin that you can't even enjoy the money, because guess what? You're working so much. Yeah. Come on, somebody. Yeah. So we need Joy Pittman. We need you here. Come on now, sell it. If you need an HR coach, HR specialist, that's what she's here for. So tomorrow is going to be amazing. I can't wait to get these nuggets. I got my notepad. What's my notepad? I got my notepad. It's seek and trust. I'm going to have my notes. I'm actually coming to my office and watch this whole thing, because I want to be able to be poured into. I'm always pouring out. I want to be able to be poured into, and I think you're going to give me what I need, because I got some other positions that I need filled. And so I want to be able to pull on you and get what I need, so I can be better than who I was yesterday. Absolutely. In this season, Joy, we must be teachable.
Yes.
Be teachable. And I think God has sent you to be another teacher, another coach to push us to that level.
Thank you so much for that.
Okay. Anything else after this summit? What you got next?
So after this summit, we actually are launching. So we've been putting together and kind of toying with the idea of doing intensives. We did a couple pilot intensives that we got really good feedback on. And so the intensives are really focused on, and what I'm honing in on more in this season is the conversation of growth versus scale. Yes. Right? A lot of us are hiring to grow, and I call grow getting rid of work. So we're hiring to get rid of work, right? So, and in that space that we're in, our revenue is being constantly chased by our expenses. So we're making more, but we're spending more. We're making more, we're spending more, we're making more. The scale game is to be able to make more while holding expenses at bay, because you're thinking about more strategically. What am I hiring for that's going to help me 10x and 20x, not just what's going to help me do a little bit more here and there.
And that's, right? That's what Grant Cardone talks about all the time. Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, I thank you for stopping through. This is what you call a
Thank
pop
you for having
interview.
me.
We just want
Sure.
to so that people can get to know who you are. And of course, this is not only is it going on this TV show, it's also going on my podcast. So you'll find 2-in-1. So you'll find this interview on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Listen Notes, Radio Public, and Breaker. And then you
Okay.
also see in her face to face. So we can put a face with a name, but also you can go and check out the Convo with Dr. Nikki Zeigler's podcast. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it,
Yeah.
guys. Once again, tomorrow, to get the information now, go to realmoneytalksummit.com. Shout out to Erica Lane, which is the visionary. Yay, Erica. It is absolutely free. But in the meantime, go ahead and get that VIP upgrade. So not only are you going to be able to meet Joy Pittman on here, you're also able to download all the information that she's going to leave with you on tomorrow. Okay?
Awesome. Yes.
Well, thank you. And you're welcome to come anytime you got anything going on. Listen, call me. Let's connect. We in this thing.
We'll do. And excited about tomorrow, too. I'm excited to learn from all the other amazing women that'll be there. So see you tomorrow.
All right. Take care. Bye, girl.